Namaste everyone, and welcome to this beginner-friendly Vinyasa yoga class. I'm so excited. This is the first time that I'm recording a yoga class for my YouTube channel, so I'm a bit nervous and I hope that the camera angle is okay, there won't be any noises, the audio is fine. I'm so excited to be spending some time and energy with you on the mat today. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today's yoga class, I really created with intention to help you through difficult times, especially, in the past year. I think we've all experienced difficult times, and yoga for me has always been the tool to find just strength within, to create inner peace, and to really navigate through difficulties in my life. That is why I'm so passionate. That's why I trained to become a yoga teacher now, because I just want to share that with you. As always in yoga, it is so important that we listen to our bodies, right? This is so important to prevent injuries. Yes, challenge yourself, lean into the challenge, but listen to your body. And if anything ever gets too much for you, you can just come down here into child's pose, and then meet us again whenever you feel ready. Also, I encourage you to maybe pause this video right now, to light a candle, to light some incense, to put your diffuser on, and also to get any pillows and blankets that you might need. And yeah, then I would say let's get started with the class. We start in a nice comfortable position. If you want, you can grab like a pillow or a bolster and sit on it, lift up your hips. We meet in a nice cross-legged position. Spine is nice and tall. Palms can be face down or face up. And if you haven't already, close your eyes. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Inhale deeply through your nose. And exhale out through your nose as well. Now take the deepest breath you've taken all day in through your nose. Hold it. Hold it. And then let it go. With every inhale, feel cold air coming into your nose. And with every exhale, feel warm air leaving your nose. If your thoughts start wandering, that is fine. Bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Now let's bring our hands to heart center in prayer position, and we're going to open our class with the mantra Om, because we all come to the mat on different frequencies. Maybe we're stressed, we're overwhelmed, maybe we are in a rush. And Om really gives us a chance to tune in the same frequency. So I invite you to just breathe in and out. And then with the next inhale, we prepare for Om. So let's inhale together. Feel the vibration. And let's set the intention for our practice, which is to create a safe space inside and to find inner peace. And I also invite you to dedicate this class to someone special in your life, someone who might be going through a difficult time themselves right now. Dedicate this practice to them. You can, of course, also dedicate this practice to yourself. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely, slowly open your eyes. Namaste, one more time. Welcome to this class. let's get started. I am really just excited to be here with you today. Okay, so we stay in our comfortable position and we bring our hands towards our sides and really nice and straight arms here. We sit up super nice and tall, fingertips touch the mat. And then on an inhale, we lift up our left arm. And then on an exhale, we have a nice side stretch towards the right side. We make sure we open up our chest and we look towards the left hand. 1. Really making sure the chest is super nice and open. 2. Shoulders are away from the ears. 3. Really trying to keep the left arm straight. 4. Maybe see if you can sink down a little bit lower, but still keeping the left sit bone on the mat. And 5. Inhale up. And exhale, release the hand down. Other side. Inhale. Right arm goes all the way up. And exhale, leaning over towards the left side, getting a nice side body stretch in our right side, making sure that the right sit bones is still grounded on the mat. 1, really open up the chest here. 2, we look to our right hand. 3, really trying to keep the right arm as straight as possible. 4, shoulder away from the ear. And 5, inhale up. And exhale, release your arms. Awesome. Now, if you want, you can shake out your legs here just for a bit. And then we meet in all fours, on all fours. Meet on all fours for our cat-cow. So, in all fours, it's really important that our shoulders are directly above our wrists and our knees are directly underneath our hips. So, making sure the alignment here is correct. And also try to really suck in your belly, engaging the belly lock. And by doing that, your spine becomes a lot straighter, right? So you can probably see this here if you just want to look at me for a second. If I'm just like this, my spine is a little bit rounded, but as soon as I tuck my belly, my spine gets nice and straight. So this is all fours here, really grounding through the hands and feet. And then inhale, we drop the belly for cow and we look up. And then exhale, we round our spine, looking to the navel for cat. Inhale, looking up cow. Exhale, rounding your spine, look to the navel center for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really press away from the mat here. Inhale, cow. And exhale, give me your most scary Halloween cat here. And one more time, inhale, cow, and exhale for cat. Okay, we meet again on all fours and lift up your knees now. And we just stay here, engaging the core, really pulling your belly, look between your hands. 1. If you can only hover a little bit here, that's fine. Really lift up your knees. If you start shaking, I'm shaking right now. That's the prana, that's your life force. That's amazing. 3. Keep breathing. 4. And 5. Release. And then make sure you can walk a little bit back on your mat. And then walk your hands all the way to the front. And then really trying to keep the knees above our hips as we let our chest drop down all the way to the mat. It really depends how flexible and open your shoulders are, of course. Maybe you're just here. Maybe you can go all the way down. Maybe you can bring your forehead to the mat or even your chin here. In extended puppy, Anahata Asana. 1. Really pressing into your feet, still getting a nice grounding. 2. This is a beautiful pose for surrendering, for opening our heart. 3. Surrendering and trusting that things are exactly as they're supposed to be. 4. And feeling a nice shoulder opening here, of course. And 5. Our forearms stay grounded on the mat, but we slide forward all the way onto our belly into nice Sphinx pose. And really feeling a nice back bend here. And shoulders are directly above our elbows and we press away from the mat. We gaze forward. 1, Shoulders are really away from the ears. We super like press out of the mat. You should really feel this in your arms as well. 2. Feeling a nice back bend. 3. See if you can really press into your hands here. Press away from the mat. 4. And 5. Slowly release. Maybe you want to rest your face on your hand for a second. Breathe into your belly to release the back bend. And then plant your palms on the mat underneath your shoulders. Curl under your toes. And then inhale, we lift up to plank. Making sure that there's like a straight line from our head to our toes. 1. Gaze between your hands. 2. Strong here, super strong. 3. 4. If you shake again, that's the prana, that's amazing. If you want, you can move a little bit back and forth. And 5. Lift up, peel up all the way into a nice downward facing dog here. And pedal out your dog. Just walk your dog. Then we stay here for 5 breaths. 1. Press away from the mat again. Shoulders are away from the ears. 2. Gaze is either towards the back of our mat or towards the navel. 3. Getting a nice hamstring stretch. As I said, if you want, just continue to walk your dog here. 4. Really pull in your belly. All locks are engaged. And 5. Look to your hands. And now, however you want to really make your way to the top of the mat. So I invite you to just walk step by step, slowly to the top of your mat. Just taking my notes here. I'm super prepared. I got all my notes. So we're at the top of the mat now. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly coming up all the way to standing. And then we meet here in our Tadasana. And so let's make sure that the alignment is correct. Your feet can either be all the way together or slightly apart. We lift up all of our toes and then toe by toe, really consciously press them into your mat. To make sure that your feet are super nice and grounded, all arches are maintained. We engage our kneecaps. We roll in our thighs. So what you don't want to do is engage your glutes, so like engage your bum. And you can actually try that by putting your hands on your thighs. Just do it with me. And when you engage your bum, you will feel that like your thighs rotate outwards. We don't want that. We want them to rotate in, so we don't actually engage the bum. We don't engage the glutes here. What we do engage those are our belly locks, so we pull in the belly so that our tailbone tucks under. We roll up our shoulders all the way to the back. Arms are super nice and straight. Elbow creases shine forward. Hands are nice and engaged, and chin is parallel to the mat. And we smile here in Tadasana Mountain Pose. And then bring your hands to heart center in namaste. Inhale. And then exhale, open up to the left side. Your arms are opening, we look to the left hand. Our knees still stay parallel, so we actually get a super nice twist. Inhale, hands namaste. Exhale, we open up to the other side. We look to our right hand now. Knees are still parallel. Inhale, and exhale. Smile, feel really elegant here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Really flow here. Feel the movement. Feel like beautiful dancer. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Just stay here for a second in namaste. And then inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. So hands go all the way up, shoulders are away from the ears. We look between our hands. Exhale, we fold forward. Gaze is to the back of our mat. If you want, you can have your knees bent here. If not, get a nice hamstring stretch. Inhale, create space, halfway lift, super straight, and spine here again. You pull in your belly. Your hands can be on your shins or your thighs. We look in front. And then we plant our palms and we step back into plank. If Chaturanga Dandasana is in your practice, you can do that now. If not, if you're a beginner, Let's do the modification together. So we lower our knees, and then with the elbows really close to your body, we lower down all the way, chin, chest. Both come to the mat, and then inhale, we slide forward into Cobra Bhujangasana, or if you did Chaturanga Dandasana, into upward facing dog. And then exhale, we peel up once again into nice downward facing dog. Then plant your left heel, your left foot, and then inhale, lift the right leg up all the way to three-leg dog. Hips are square, so you flex your back, your right foot, and toes are pointing towards the mat. And then on an exhale, we bend our right leg and we bring the right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale. Now right knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, now right knee to right wrist. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, right knee to left wrist. Inhale, three-leg dog. And exhale, knee to forehead. We stay here for 5, squeezing in 1. If you shake, you're amazing. 2, 3, press away from the mat. 4, I'm shaking. And 5, step up your right foot in between your hands. Pivot your left foot and cartwheel up all the way into a nice warrior 2. So the front foot is parallel to the long edge of the mat, back foot is parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. Hip is nice and open here, so you're facing your screen or basically I'm facing the camera right now. And then arms are parallel to the mat, shoulders away from the ear, and we look towards the middle finger of our right hand. Sink deeper, but make sure that your right knee is not going over the ankle. 2. Actively pressing into the back foot. 3. Really make your arms even longer, as long as you can. 4. Tailbone is tucked in. And 5, inhale, now straighten your front leg and your hands touch together above your head and we look up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, looking up, hands meet. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, hands meet. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, hands meet. Exhale, warrior 2. Now, flip the front palm and then lean all the way forward and bring everything back into a nice peaceful warrior. So the back hand can be on your thigh or not so much on the knee. Try really not to lean, to put too much pressure on the knee, so wherever it falls naturally. And still try to sink into your front leg. We tend to come out here. Front leg is still actively engaged. Open up the chest. 1. Upper arm is nice and tall, nice and long. 2. We look towards our right hand. 3. Open up the chest more. 4. Sink into the front leg a little bit more. And 5. Now, cartwheel, first come into warrior 2 and then cartwheel all the way down into a low lunge now. Plant your left hand and inhale, twist to the right side. So as if you're pulling a bow and arrow here, really twist. Chest is open, we look to the right hand. 1. We also really sink into the back heel here. 2. See that your knee is still above your ankle. 3. Back leg is nice and long and straight, getting a nice hamstring stretch. 4. Open up. And 5. Plant both of your hands. Step back into plank. And then Chaturanga Dandasana or knees, chest chin to the mat. Inhale. Cobra looking up, exhale, downward facing dog. Catch your breath. Paddle your dog, work your dog. And now, inhale, let's do the same thing on the left side. Inhale, left leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhale, bend your left knee to left elbow. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, left knee to right wrist. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, knee to forehead. 1. Squeeze here. Really try to touch your left foot towards your left thigh. 3. Press away from the mat. Feel the shake. 4. And 5. Stepping all the way up to the front. I'm just gonna pivot around so you can see me. And then pivot your foot, your back foot, and open up into a nice warrior 2 on the left side. We gaze to the left hand, to the middle finger. 1. Sink a little bit lower. 2. Strong legs here, back foot is engaged. 3. Super strong arms, shoulders are away from the ears. 4. Tailbone is tucked under. And 5. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg and hands kiss above our head. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, super nice and tall. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, kiss. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, kiss. Exhale, warrior 2. Last time. Inhale, kiss. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip up the left palm now. Lean all the way into the front and take all of that energy with you into a beautiful, peaceful warrior. Open up the chest here. 1. Left arm is super nice and straight. 2. We look to the left hand. 3. Sink into the front leg a little bit more. 4. Feel beautiful here. Beautiful pose. And 5. Cartwheel down all the way into a low lunge. Frame the foot. Plant the right hand now. And inhale. Open up to the left side for a low lunge twist. 1. Look to the left hand. Chest is super nice and open. 2. Making sure that the front knee is still over the front ankle. 3. Back leg is super strong, getting a nice hamstring stretch. 4. And 5, release the twist, plant your palms, step back into plank, and lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana, modification. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then release all the way down to your knees. And come, yes, into a nice child's pose. Catch your breath here, so you will want to breathe quite fast. Try and control your breath, so try and breathe slowly. Notice how you feel. Notice your heartbeat. Remember your intention. Remember the person you dedicated this practice to. And quite importantly as well, feel how safe you feel in your little cave. Child's pose is obviously a beautiful pose to come into, to just feel connected to yourself, to feel safe, and to realize that there is so much strength and peace and contentment inside of you. No matter how crazy the world gets on the outside, we can be our own safe space. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. And then slowly peel up all the way from child's pose. And then just sit on either side, it doesn't matter. Swing your legs around. So legs are nice and straight in front of you. And then bend your right leg and bring your right foot all the way in. And then we inhale, and our front foot is flexed by the way. We inhale, left arm up. Our right arm is towards the back. And then exhale, we twist. Just gotta turn around here so you can actually see. We twist here. And then I have a few modifications for you. So you can hug your knee here and just look over the right shoulder. Or you can actually take the bind here and kind of bring your shoulder in front of the leg. Look over the right shoulder, or you want to extend that top arm, your left arm. Stay here in Vinyasa C. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. 2, 3. The more you pull in your belly, the more you can actually twist. 4. Front leg, front foot is still engaged and flex. And 5. Look to the front and then slowly release the twist. You can just shake out your legs here. And then bring your left foot in. Plant your left arm behind you and then inhale, right arm up. And exhale, twist to the left side. Now, again, take whatever variation feels good for you. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist, looking over the left shoulder. 1, 2. Our internal organs are really, really thanking us whenever we do twists. So what you're doing right now is really good for your digestion as well. And maybe you even feel it. I always feel it in twists that like I can feel my digestion working. So whenever you have problems with digestion, you feel gassy or you've eaten too much or something, doing some nice twists, it's like so helpful. Anyway, rant over. We look to the front and release our twist. We shake out our legs. And then legs are still nice and straight. Inhale, now both arms up. We look up and then exhale with our chest leading. Spine really stays nice and straight. We fold forward into Paschimottanasana. So your arms can either be next to your legs, they can be on your shins, however far you can go. Maybe you have a belt, you can pull yourself forward, or you can grab with your peace fingers, you can grab your big toes. Inhale, open up the chest, and exhale, go deeper. 1. Gaze is towards the big toes. So our chest is always nice and open. We don't want to collapse here. We really want to lift up. 2. With every exhale, see if you can fold deeper. 3. Go deeper. 4. Chest stays nice and open. And 5. Slowly release. And then we actually bend both of your knees and bring together the soles of your feet. And then bring your feet as close as you can towards your groin. So interlace your fingers. You can cup your feet here, or you can also grab your ankles. Whatever you do, make sure you sit up. On an inhale, we open our chest, we sit up nice and tall. And then on an exhale, either just stay here if that is enough for you, or fold forward just a little bit. Making sure that our spine is nice and straight and the chest is leading, not the head, right? We don't want to round. 1. If you want, you can also use your elbows to press down and open up your thighs. 2. If emotions are coming up now, that's totally normal. We store a lot of emotion in our hips, so when we do hip openers like Baddha, it's super normal that emotions are coming up. So it's a safe space here. Your mat has your back. So if any emotions come up, recognize them and just let them be there. Okay, inhale, come up, and then bring your hands around and just have your legs in front of you. I don't know, bend. I don't know how you say that. And then we just windshield wiper to just release this hip opening. Awesome. All right, and then now's your chance to grab your pillows, your blankets, whatever you need, just get it ready so you don't have to get up again. So get ready, and as you do that, we are already gonna just roll down very slowly, release down towards the mat. And then we all meet here, feeling really supported by our mat. Our spine is completely just melted into the mat. And then we give ourselves, yes, a nice big hug. And then release your head down towards the mat. And then just drop both your knees to the left side. Open up your hands, either on cactus or just extended. And we look towards our right, really trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. And we're getting a nice supine twist here. If you can, try and keep your knees together. But if not, that's totally fine, as long as your shoulders are grounded. And really breathe into the twist. It's always so important that in our yoga practice, we finish off with a twist to bring everything back to center. So even if you practice yoga and your yoga practitioner, your yoga teacher forgets to do a twist at the end, feel free to just add a twist yourself. It's just so important that we bring everything back to center. It's like such a good metaphor as well for life. No matter how crazy everything around us gets, we have to always bring everything back to center. Awesome, then bring your knees back up to center. Hug your knees again into your chest. And then let them drop towards the right side. Open up your arms and we look over the left shoulder. Supine twist on the other side. Close up the eyes if you want to. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. If any thoughts are coming up, acknowledge them and bring your focus back to your breath. And then slowly bring your knees back to center. Hug yourself one more time. And then grab your pillows, grab your blankets, extend your left leg. No, that was the right. Extend your right leg, it doesn't really matter. Extend the other leg. And then I invite you to press into your head so you can like roll the shoulders underneath you. And then you have a nice open chest for Savasana. And you can bring your hands either by your side, palms facing up. I also sometimes really like to bring my hands to my belly so I can really connect with my breath. Or sometimes I like to bring my right hand to my belly and my left hand to my heart. So whatever feels good for you right now, find that. And then let your eyes drift close. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And then now exhale out through your mouth and just really feel your body getting more heavy, sinking into your mat. Feeling comfortable and super relaxed. I invite you to join me for a short visualization. Imagine that you're standing on top of a staircase which leads down into the most beautiful garden you've ever seen. It's a magical garden, and already from the top of the staircase you can see all the flowers. The sun is shining, the temperature is perfect. And you really want to go down into the garden now. So you take the first step of the staircase and you immediately feel 10 times more relaxed. You take the next step and you feel your body becoming more and more relaxed. You take the next step and you feel more comfortable than you've ever felt before. You take step 4 and a deep sense of knowing that everything is fine comes over you. In step 5, you step off the staircase now into the soft, warm grass, and you feel 100 times more relaxed. And now you start walking throughout the garden. You pick up your favorite flowers. There are butterflies. You can hear the birds. It's so peaceful. And you continue walking. And then you see a bench. And there's someone sitting there. You can see them from the back now. And you get curious, so you start getting closer to them. You walk over to the bench. And then you stand beside the bench and you look at that person and, oh my gosh, can this be real? Your future self is sitting on that bench. Your future self 5 years from now. She looks up, she sees you, she smiles, she's so excited to see you. And you sit beside her and she gives you a huge hug. And you feel her energy. What does her energy feel like? You feel safe around her? Does she give you a really positive vibe? Feel her energy. And then she looks at you and you look at her and she's so happy. You are so happy. And you get to ask your future self for advice now. So ask her or him. Ask your future self. You know, maybe you have a question on what's the next step. How can you get out of a difficult emotion right now? How can you overcome a challenge? Maybe you want to ask her about her goals, you know, how her life looks like. You get to ask her a question now. So ask and listen to what comes up. You suddenly get this deep sense, this deep inner knowing that all is going to be okay. You see your future self, she's so incredibly happy, and that just makes you realize that even the obstacles, the challenges that you might be facing now, even the hard times, they're happening for you. They're happening because they're making you stronger. They're turning you into that person that will then become that future self. That future self is living his or her absolute dream life. And you know for sure that you're gonna figure it out. That all the answers are inside of you. And with that sense of just inner peace, deep knowing that everything is going to be okay, that all is well, now fall into a deep, deep state of relaxation. And then very slowly come back to your body. Wiggle your hands, your fingers, wiggle your toes. And then maybe you want to give yourself a nice big stretch. So stretch your arms over your head. Maybe you want to yawn. And then turn to one side, any side. And just rest here for a moment like a baby. And then with your eyes still closed, press into the mat, pull yourself up, and just trust that you know how to get there. Find a comfortable seat. Bring your hands in prayer position to heart center. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Now let's inhale together for another Om mantra. And now let's inhale together for Om followed by a mantra. So just chant Om with me and then listen to the mantra or sing along. Inhale for Om now. Om Bhurvubhuvah Swaha Tatsavituvareyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimāhi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Feel the vibration. And remember your intention. Remember who you dedicated this practice to. And know that the work is already done. The positive energy has now reached the person. You have created more inner peace in yourself, in your world, and that's going to help you. And that is going to help you navigate through these difficult times with so much strength. So now we can only be grateful. So slightly bow your head down, and let's thank all the yoga gurus and teachers of this world for passing down their knowledge, which is why we could have the class today. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today, for taking this time for yourself, and for doing so well to your body and mind. And of course, we bow to each other for recognizing the highest in one another. Slowly come up, open your eyes, and namaste. Thank you so much for showing up today here on the mat. I hope you enjoyed this. Share this with a friend or a family member who you might think could benefit from this, who's maybe going through a difficult time themselves. If you want to do a full 90-minute yoga class with me, check out the link down below in the description box, because you can get access to a free 90-minute yoga class with me on my website. Also, I do live yoga classes every week on Zoom. So if you want to do a live yoga class with me on Zoom where I can see you and we do yoga together, then you can also find more information on how you can join that on my website. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me on the mat today, and I will see you in my next video. Namaste.